Hi guys! Happy New Year's Eve. Crazy that 2024 is done and over with. That's just like, that blows my mind. I feel like the week between Christmas and New Year's just like flies by. Absolutely insane. But honestly, I feel like 2024 has been such a growing year for me. Like, not that it was easy, but that it was really good for me. Like, January 2024 me, she was a sad girl. She was not okay. And I'm so much better now. Not that I'm like perfect or like healed or all this stuff. I'm human. Of course I'm gonna have my bad days, but like, I am so much better off now than I was in January. Like, my mindset has completely changed, and I completely changed the trajectory of my life, like my career, and to like, now I don't know what I'm doing, but you know, before I thought I knew, and then I changed my mind, and now I don't know. But honestly, the feeling of not knowing is better than the feeling that I had when I thought I knew. I don't know if that makes any sense. But it's been a good year. I feel like I've changed so much as a person. I like tomatoes now. Who would have saw that coming? And I don't absolutely hate coconut, which last year me did not enjoy coconut. But I just feel like I've changed so much as a person. Like, I would say well into this year, I've always been the kind of person that's like hustle, grind, accomplish this, then next, and like always having a plan and a goal and all this stuff. And I feel like that's always been me, and I've always done everything 100%, which is great, you know, character traits to have, but it's exhausting. And then you like feel like you're never good enough because, you know, you're constantly on to the next thing and on to the next thing and on to the next thing. And halfway through this year, I realized that I just don't want to live like that anymore. So it's been really hard to like force myself to slow down, because I'm realizing I do want a slower life. I don't want to constantly be hustling and on the grind 24/7 and just always thinking about, you know, the next accomplishment and the next award and like all this stuff. And I think that has been one of the biggest lessons that 2024 has taught me, is that it's okay to slow down. It's okay to, you know, rest. It's okay to sleep in. Like, all this stuff I am not used to, but like, my body needs it and has been asking for it, and I just used to not even listen. I used to just keep going and going and going, and that's so not good for you. Anyways, I'm really happy with how this year's turned out. I went on my first solo trip. I went to Texas by myself for a couple days, and that on itself was so eye-opening. It's just really good to spend time with yourself. If you haven't, take yourself on a solo trip. You learn so much. And I honestly, genuinely think that it is so good for you. Like, your mind, your body, your soul. Like, I was able to like truly like take care of myself and just do what I needed to do, and it felt so good. Like, it truly felt so good, and I'm so grateful that I had the opportunity to do that. And granted, the trip was not perfect. Like, there are things like my travel home was so chaotic, but it was so good for me. And I got to like go on a really big family trip, and that was so much fun and also so eye-opening, and I learned so much about my family and about myself and like our family dynamic, and it was just really good. And this year has just taught me so much, and I feel like I've grown so much. I am so much happier now. And I know that this is just the beginning. And I'm honestly like so excited for 2025. I think what's important is like not looking at it like, oh, there's all these things that I want to change and like need to change, but looking at it more so as like, what do I like right now that I can stay consistent in, and then what do I want to add to my life. Consistency, like I want to stay consistent in my workout routine, in my like health. I feel like I've been doing a really good job of like taking care of myself and like nurturing my body and like working out and trying to figure out that whole balance. That's really hard, especially in today's society where like you have like all these extremes, and you know, to figure out what works for you and what doesn't can be so like hard and complicated. But I feel like I'm finally starting to figure it out, and I would just love to stay like consistent in that routine that I've created for myself. But in 2025, I need and I want to pay off my credit card debt. I'm 23. There is no reason for me to have credit card debt. It's just laziness at this point. And it's like so irritating because I see it and I don't want it, but then I'm like not doing anything about it. But I want to pay off my credit card debt. And it's not like it's crazy big, but it's just like that lingering number. You just look at it and you're like, why is it here? Don't need it. Want to do that. And I also want to save money. Right now I'm in this phase of my life where I'm living at home. I should be saving money, and I think I really need to just like hone in on my finances and be like more intentional about how I spend my money and where I spend it. I mean, obviously, like, you know, still eat out every now and then and still go and get my coffee that I want to get, but just being a lot more like intentional and, you know, not eating out as much and not getting coffee out as much, making my coffee at home and all this stuff. And then another thing that I really want to do in 2025 is I really want to get back into like my creative side. I feel like when I get to use that part of myself, that's where I'm like truly so happy and just having so much fun. Like I love being creative. I love just anything and everything that, you know, like whether it's like as simple as like scrapbooking and arts and crafts, or like I used to own a clothing brand and I used to be able to like design my own designs and shirts and embroidery and like screen printing and all this stuff. And I just miss like being tapped into like that creative side, because I truly feel like that's what I am so passionate about and what will lead me to like maybe my next career move, especially because right now I don't know what I'm doing. And so that's what I really, really want to do, and I'm so excited for 2025 because I feel like I will get to explore that part of myself more, whereas in 2024 I feel like it was really a time for me to like grow and heal and look within, which is so important, and I really, really needed it. But I feel like now's the time for me to like come out of that almost. And obviously I want to travel more and just do all the things. That makes no sense, but I just want to do all the things. I don't know, I feel like when the year comes to an end, you just truly realize, number one, how grateful you are. Like, I am so grateful for this year. but also just how short life is. It truly is so short, and I just want to do as many things and go as many places as I can in this short lifetime. It just, I'm so grateful. I even got baptized this year, and that was, I never would have guessed that would be on my journey in 2024. But I'm so glad that it was, and that it is, because it truly is, a part of who I am, and my relationship with God is so important to me, and choosing to get baptized was just like, I just felt like it was my next step in my relationship with God. And I'm just so grateful for this life, for my family, for my friends. I'm so grateful that I'm healthy, and that I have a job, and I make good money, and it's not like I have a career or anything, but for being a minimum wage job, I make good money, and I'm at a good place in my life. Sure, the unknown is scary, but also so exciting, because I'm not tied to anything or anybody, and I can just live. Like, how lucky am I that I just get to live? That is so exciting. Anyways, thank you for listening to my little debrief of 2024 and what I'm looking forward to in 2025. I hope that I wish nothing but the best for everyone in 2025. It really is, it's your chance to do whatever and start whatever and be whoever you want. And so, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.